Hello, Going Medieval fans, and dare I say fans of Baldur's Gate. Welcome to part 37 of the Friendly Arm Inn tribute build. Here you can see a brief history of what happened recently. We were attacked by the Forest Bandits. A long siege took over a day. I believe it was a day and 10 hours. Yes, right there. Day, 10 hours, 34 minutes. What else do we got going on now? Let's just pause. We got a lot of bodies to burn, and we also need to strip them down for gear. So let's go and do that. Mark them to be stripped down for gear, and then we'll start burning them shortly after that. Also, we need to heal our people. I guess some of them are already here on the one infirmary bed, but we do need to, I guess, make some more infirmary beds. So let's go and prioritize some of that construction. Get a few more beds put together. Skill level not met. Okay. No worries, we'll assign someone else. Now, we do need to repair our base a little bit. I do have people repairing, but we also need to assign buildings to be rebuilt since we damaged our own buildings here. And we have some things to, I guess, pick up that the enemy left behind. So we have a ballista. So we're going to move that. Let's move that over here. I don't know if we're actually going to use that much, but we'll put it there for now. And let's just create an area here for some ammo. Ballista ammo. There we are. What else did they leave for us? We got some ammo here. We got some wood. And it looks like we have some that they shot at our walls here. We're going to get that picked up. Now, besides that, also want to get some dirt collected. Leave this little section here we can mine away. There's no slope around it. We'll get that mined out. We'll work on some other dirt in a bit. Let's put in some walls here. Dirt's being put in there. We'll have to come back to that in a bit. Same with this section. Now, I do have an idea for the gatehouse, but it's going to be multiple gatehouses. I know in the Friendly Arm Inn and Baldur's Gate 1, there's pretty much one gatehouse kind of in this section. So I'm going to be doing a little bit different than what the game has. I do want to put in another gatehouse on the back corner here, just because I'm not a fan of having one single entrance into the fort. If we ever have a surprise raid and I'd have people, let's say, mining out the dirt on this hill, I don't want them to have to run all the way here to get in on one side, especially if the enemy spawns, anywhere closer to the entrance than my people. Put them in a bad position. So I'd like to have another entry here. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to do a third one on this side of the wall as well. So I do have an idea of what I want that to look like. Now, the main issue is there's such a small area here. So I don't have a whole lot of room to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate these corner towers into the gatehouse here, as well as this corner tower into the gatehouse here. Now, I believe I mined out everything I need to in this area for the wall, but I don't know if I mined out an area here or where the gatehouse other tower is going to be. So let's take a moment, see if we can just mine out some limestone here that might be here. I don't think there's a lot here. No, it doesn't look like a whole lot. That's good. Okay, so I believe I don't need to mine out much on this side either, but let's just double check. No, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. These walls are going to be double wide, so I'm just going to do this double wide here where the gatehouse is going to be right away. You're going to be doing the drawbridge and portcullis here. That looks good. We do have some resources nearby, so you know what? Let's just get these mined out while we're here. Little patches here and there. Now, I think I'm going to leave a little bit of a ditch in front of where the gatehouse is, just because that's where the drawbridge goes. And they do have a drawbridge in the Friendly Armin. So we're going to dig out a little ditch under that. Let's increase that speed for our people. Get them to work a little bit faster. You know, let's just increase it all the way. And let's see, is this all mined out here? It is, okay. So this is 8 by 2, just like this. And then we're going to do a corner tower here, like this one. So let's get that centerpiece filled with dirt. But before we do that, let's just make sure this whole area is mined out as needed. Looks like we have some here that we're mining out. So we're going to give our people some time to dig that out. We'll take a look at this side. Alright, looks good. I got this dirt put in here. Let's go assign the limestone block walls to be put in there. We'll encompass that area, and I believe these bodies are all stripped down almost. Got a few left here to go. Looks like the dogs brought them over recently. Let's see if we can get our people to start burning some of these bodies so they don't go rotten on us. Mining, preparing food. You have that turned off. Okay, can we bother someone? Or you know what, maybe I'll just get one of the people that's assigned here to burn the bodies to just burn a second body. Giles, Gills, Jills. Yeah, we want to burn these corpses. We don't want them to rot on us. Okay, we'll get that put in there. And this will be where that other gatehouse tower goes. So it's going to be pretty simple. We're just going to have portcullis, drawbridge. These are going to be too high, and we'll be able to have a walkway over that. And then we'll use this corner tower and the other tower we're putting in here just to be able to shoot at anyone that's standing outside this wall. I'd really love to get these put in because we don't really have great defenses without a perimeter wall, to be honest. Our wooden wall isn't that great. We're going to leave a little gap here just to let our people go in and out at that area as needed, but let's assign the rest of this to be put in all the way here. Now I want to do the same on this side, but let's do the outside wall first, just because I don't want to have a hard time putting that in and getting people stuck. Or you know what? We can deal with that after. We can just put in a little piece here and then we can fill it in. So let's just get this put in for now. How are we looking over here for our dirt digging? Still ways to go. You know, we can also start cutting into this area here. Bodies are being burned. And a merchant. Nice. A lone traveler. Okay. Don't think they're going to be bringing much for us, but we'll take whatever they got. That's worth it. You know, one other thing I think I wanted to work on was getting our Great Hall set up, finally. We're missing chairs and stools. I think we have everything else set up. What kind of chairs can we afford? I guess linen or wool. What do we have in abundance? Linen. Okay. Let's pause before our merchant leaves us. Let's go put in these chairs. How many people do we have? 19. Okay. So that'll be 20. I don't believe we have a prisoner right now, do we? No, no prisoner in the works. Okay, where is that merchant? They are here. Let's interrupt our broker's prayers to get them to barter, and we'll see what goods this lone traveler has brought. See what you got. They have traveled far. It's the she-wolf. We didn't bring any gold coins to spend, so maybe we will spend some gold coins if we don't have anything else worth trading. Brought a dog. We don't really need a dog. Do we? How many dogs do we have? You know, we have quite a lot of dogs. I think we're okay. We'll save our money for that. What else did you bring, though? Barley. We love barley. I don't think we need any saplings. I think we're okay for seeds for the most part. We didn't bring a whole lot besides, I guess, alcohol and grilled mushrooms as a meal. So let's get 2 meals. And, you know what? Let's just get the herbs. Why not? You didn't really bring a whole lot. What do we have worth trading? Now, is our alignment with you high enough to give you warfare items? I suppose we have other sturdy and flimsy gear. This isn't tainted, so let's just get rid of this. Flimsy, perfect. We can get rid of that. We want to trade our chickens away. No, I'd like to just get rid of the kind of crappy gear that we have. So we got a little ways to go, though. These are tainted. We're going to dismantle those instead of trading them. Okay, I guess besides that, we need to trade actual things away that have value. So what do we have a lot of in stock? Let's go to the top here. We got Chronicles. We usually trade away a decent amount of books, so maybe we'll trade away some books. And trade away some leather. Beet seeds. You know what? Let's trade away a little bit of beet seeds. Got some tallow to spare. Maybe we'll do a few books. Well, let's just do one book. And we'll just throw in some hay to make up the little bit of difference we need. Okay. Cleaning up some junk, I guess. A few things of value to trade. And then we're getting some barley, alcohol, I guess 2 meals, and herbs. So they'll save us a little bit of time making food. All right. And let's just get that hauled away. Got our team of dogs. Straight to work. Good boys and girls. Thank you, puppies. Love having a good team of hauling dogs. I know people train up other animals to haul, but I feel like just having one type of animal doing hauling is great. And then that keeps the other animals in their pen, which I can't wait to expand that farm area. Gonna have a nice barn over here. I think that barn might actually kind of encompass like a good section of this wall here. With our portcullis being here, we'll have room, I suppose, here to build our barn where it's not really in the way of that. Let's see, what do we need to put these together? Portcullis. 5 mechanical components and 20 iron ingots. Do we have that? Plenty of iron ingots. We got 25 mechanical components. We only need 5 for this. How about the large drawbridge? 5 as well. We need wooden ones though as well. 10. We have 15. Okay, so we're gonna need more of that if we want to build a few of the drawbridges. But let's go and assign the portcullis in here. And I guess we can assign it on the other side as well. And what do we need to make the wooden mechanical components? Which station are you at? Do I not have the station set up for that? Or maybe I didn't even unlock the tech. Right, these are all good. Enemy corpse has rotted. Sorry, enemy corpse. No, here it is. Woodwork bench. Okay. Guess let's just set that to 20. That way we can have enough stock to build 2 of them. How is that dirt mining operation going up here? Still ways to go, and Band of the She-Wolf Merchant has left. I'm glad they visit us. They are probably our furthest trading partner. You know what? Maybe I should send out a caravan to trade with them. 28 and 25. You know what? How far is this? Day and 4 hours? Okay. When does our broker wake up? Oh, they pretty much just went to bed. Okay. They're well rested and not hungry, though. You know what? Maybe I'll just send you out now. Let's see. Do we have donkeys we can send with you and maybe some other hauling animals? Got some adult donkeys. And maybe we'll send out some goats or sheep. What do we have? Got a male goat that can carry 50. We got a female goat we can send with you. We do. Okay. 520 seems like a good amount. All right. We want to send out animal feed. How much do we need for that? Just 7? It's kind of surprising. Okay. And we're just going to send gold coins. Thinking 2,000 is a good amount. Ambush chance 12%. Is that too high maybe? Hmm. Yeah, we want to send a decent amount of gold coin. I guess I'll just send 2,000. And ambush chance of 12%. We might have to pay our way to do this trade. We'll see how that goes. Let's accept that. And let's take a moment. Any free food for us? There's a hare to pick up. Let's get that hare picked up. How's that hare doing? It's pretty fresh. Pretty fresh. All right. Nice. We can get this corner piece worked on a little bit. And our Great Hall is ready. Nice. That means we can get someone, I guess, promoted to be a bard. I haven't really thought about who would be a bard for us. Caravan has left. Safe travels. What would a bard do for us? Speechcraft is what they need. And they can provide entertainment in the hall for us. I guess let's take a look, see who has a decent speechcraft. 13 and 12. Preferably someone who has a star. You're a smith, though. I believe we sent out our smith to do some trading. You know what? I don't think any of our people were really good options for that. Do we have anyone who has maybe a background role that's ideal? Top dog. You know what? Maybe Godwyna. All right. Let's go and add some role duties for you. And let's go take a look at your jobs. Anything you hate doing now? Urgent hauling will turn off for you. And we'll take you off steward duties and hauling. So we'll have you, I guess, maybe mining first? Or cutting plants, harvesting. No, you know what? Let's just have you doing constructing first. Okay, what else do we need to do? I think I never fixed the windows on this side of the keep as I did on the other side, so I need to replace these with walls, and then replace this with a window, and then this, I believe, needs to be a window to match the other side, right? Yes. How's our dirt collection looking? Decent amount of dirt. Maybe we can get some of this filled in on the inside here. We do have resources underneath, but I am not going to be mining that out. We don't really need them that badly. I'd rather just mine out the top layer. We don't want to be spending a crazy amount of time just digging out resources that we're not going to really urgently need. Let's just assign that for now. Looks like this tower can be finished off. Our walnuts have rotted. Too much raw food on hand. Looks like we pretty much just have barley and beets at the moment. Maybe we'll get some more meals with our trade caravan. You know what? I should probably plant berry bushes inside our base. Yeah, not enough to sow this field. We'll have to get some. Just assign these here. Maybe we'll get some berries collected soon. Now, do we want to collect the ones that aren't ripe? Not really. Okay. That is still being mined out. This is still being mined out. A lot of mining to do. Hopefully that trade caravan of ours gets some good resources brought back for us. I feel like we have a good amount of building resources available. We have a lot of limestone. We got a lot of limestone brick. But we definitely need to keep that coming in for us to keep building at a good pace. Okay, I think I'm going to go back and take a look at our bard's schedule here. And I'm going to make it so they grow and harvest before they construct. Oh, a bear. A 9-year-old bear. Alright, let's go form a hunting party. And before we do that, I need to rename you to a bard. Put you at the top of the list with our other roles. Okay. Let's interrupt you three. We'll have a small hunting party for this bear. There's 2 of you. Who else is on the way? There you are. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit. I don't want to be going at max speed for this bear hunt. Now, what's the best way to do this? I guess we'll just approach from the side. Give ourselves a way to run away if we need to. A lot of bones up here. These animals have been feasting. Okay. Let's go attack the unnamed bear. Alright, doing well. Looks like we should run. We didn't take him out before he approached. Okay. Good distance. Alright. Excellent work, everybody. Cole, can you bring this animal back? Excellent. And let's see if there's any other animal carcasses. Nothing at the moment. Okay. Let's interrupt you. Maybe I can get you to mine this away. Get you to mine out this side. I know they still haven't mined this section out, but it'd be nice to be able to also get this mined out. It's a little bit closer. And we can increase that speed back up. Get as much work done today as we can. You're still well rested. You're well rested. I'm going to get you to mine out this piece from the bottom. Okay. Remember there was a fox up here before, but I guess that fox has left. And with this being mined out, we can now assign the rest of this to be mined out with no worries of anyone getting trapped up top. And I think we're going to also get you to mine this out since you are not super tired. Actually, you know what? That can wait. We'll get someone else to do that later. You are pretty tired. Let's let you get back into the base and rest up. And our caravan has arrived. Okay. Let's go barter. Thankfully, no ambush, so that's great. We have our 2,000 coin to spend. Hopefully they have things worth buying. This is Shuart. I don't believe we sent a caravan to any of these locations because they're so far away. I think I'm going to pass on the polecat pelt carpet there. They do have cattle we can buy if we need help bringing things back. They got other animals too. That's good. Wall relief limestone, fine. You know what? That sounds good. We can use that kind of decoration inside. Human skin rug. Fine. 2 of them. Wow. Okay. We're going to pass on that. That's wild seeing that for sale. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of stuff for sale. They do have components. I guess we can save ourselves some time building the other 10 we're going to need for the other drawbridge. And you know what, let's just get these mechanical ones while we're here. It'll save us time building those. We definitely have the money for it. Maybe we'll take some meals. But before we spend money on that, we came here mainly for limestone and limestone bricks. I see clay brick. And I see the decorative tiles, but I don't see the limestone brick, which is... Oh, there we are. Perfect, we got some. Alright. You know what, let's get ourselves some ice blocks. We love ice blocks. I feel like you can never have enough of those. Barley, yes. Okay. What else do they have that we want? I'm tempted to get the wolf leather. Get some clothing out of that. I feel like we have a good amount of clay brick. I think we're mostly done using that for the floors, but we can use some for the towers we're going to be building. We got plenty of money to spend, so let's get that. Just so we don't have to worry about that in the future. They got bear leather. That's awesome. Let's get that. I'm going to pass on the decorative tiles. Let's get some meals for our people. It'll save us having to cook. And I'm kind of tempted to maybe buy these in the summer and maybe just resell them in the winter. Some investment for the future. I guess we're not going to have to spend all the money we brought. Yeah, you know what? Let's, I guess, can we spend 1,000? Oh, you know what? We have too much storage, so I guess we'll have to buy... I want to buy a goat. Let's buy a goat. And now we'll dial back the money. You know what? Let's just change that to 900. Is that enough? It is. What about like 850? Not enough. 851 is though, right? Alright. Plenty of money to bring back and spend somewhere else, so that's good. Let's accept that. It'd be nice if you could just go here from this caravan, right? Like if we could pick our broker to visit this place, but alas, they are not available. They are already out. So we're going to send them to go back, and I guess we can wait for them to come back, and we'll send someone else. Maybe we'll send Smith out to trade. Smith had a really good speechcraft, right? Let's wait for them to wake up. And you know what? We did send all the donkeys out though, so I guess we could send like all the cattle we have with some sheep if we need to. We'll take a look at how many animals we have when Smith wakes up in the morning. Okay, we have night shift available. Let's see if we can get you to work on getting this mined out. Want to keep an eye on this, make sure no one gets trapped up top. Get this bush harvested. It's already in our own stockpile. Alright, perfect. You are not walking up top to get trapped. And we can just get this assigned. Right, no slope to go up. Alright, we'll have a lot of dirt coming in from those locations. We'll be able to fill in these sections. How are we looking currently? 289. It's like about 250 what we have here, so you know what, let's leave this for now. Got some of these double walls put in here. Get that section put in. And nice, they are working on the portcullis. That's good. I feel like maybe I'll be able to finish this section off here. That way, if the enemy does decide to attack, I know they're not going to walk up to this portcullis and break it down. They'll make their way around. They'll head over here to our walls. But at least we'll have a way to bring our people indoors and then close the portcullis behind them. A little bit of a shortcut for ourselves while the enemy moves around. Okay, let's pause. How is Smith doing? Not hungry, well rested. Let's go and send you out. It is the afternoon. Let's go to Ilminster. Ilminster? Ilminster. Alright, Smith. How many animals do we have to send with you? We have some cattle, right? Yeah, we got a few adult cattle. I don't think we're going to have to send any other animals with you if we send all the cows. 580? Yeah, that seems plenty. Okay, animal feed. Like usual, we're going to be eating rations on the way. And gold coins. Alright, let's send 2,000. That was more than enough for the other location. Ambush chance 9%. Good luck. Hopefully we don't have to pay anyone. Let's go take a look. How is this corner doing? Still a little ways to go. Hill Death. Let's get you to work here and let's interrupt someone else. You're harvesting an animal. Let's get you to work on this other piece. Taylor, get you to work on this. And caravan has left. All Let's assign the rest of the soil there. Get a few people to work on these, and then we can assign the wall around it to be put in. Our cabbage has rotted. How hot is it down here? Do we not have enough ice? I guess our food's just been sitting here too long. We have plenty of ice down in these rooms. Probably have more storage than we need. Overplanned. Okay, soil's been put in on this corner. I'm going to assign the limestone block walls to be put in here. And let's see. Who is available? You should be sleeping. You're well rested. I think we'll just let this get built naturally. People are available. This way they build several pieces at once instead of one at a time. I guess whoever tried building this failed. It's too bad. This dirt still hasn't been put in. Gotta be patient. Got a good amount of shrubs here now. Guess we don't have gooseberry bushes though. Free food? A lot of free food. Let's go steal the food from these wild animals. We'll take that polecat carcass. It's usually the rats that I leave. We don't want to be eating rats, right? Need a 25 construction skill for this. Who do we trust to build our portcullis? Cole? Maybe Jill's here. Caravan has returned back home. Excellent. Hopefully someone will rope those animals in soon. Now, Jills, you work night shift. Cole, you're mining. Mining's important right now as well. Do we have anyone else that can do the construction? Hill Death, I suppose. Or we got Margeria here. Highest level we have. 50 with double stars. Amazing. Hopefully they don't have a problem building this. Sure does take a while to build. I wonder if the devs have any plans to allow, I guess, the more complex or larger pieces to be built by a few settlers at a time. Because if you have to build a portcullis by yourself, I do imagine it would take you a long time. It'd be nice if settlers could help each other on the larger projects. Like a trebuchet, for example. Now, steward duties are turned off. You know what? I think... Oh, they're turned off because you don't like... Understandable. Is this right? Is this missing like half of the portcullis? I guess that didn't load properly. just a fence. I'm glad that when it opens, the top of the portcullis doesn't like stick out at the top, because that would look very silly in a section like this. I think in the past I built like extra walls on top just to make it look kind of like believable, like it would hide in there. Okay, let's start expanding this section here. Start working on this tower base. We don't have a whole lot of soil available, but hopefully we'll get some mined out in time. We got a merchant caravan, and our own caravan has arrived. So let's go deal with our own caravan. We have gold to trade. Let's see what we can buy. Bear banner. It's not a wall banner, right? This is the standalone. Maybe we buy that, throw it in somewhere. Mechanical components. You know what? Why not? Let's just get 10. We can afford it. Let's get 10 of these wooden ones as well. Maybe that mead. We'll come back for that. Smoked fish. Maybe we'll sell that in the winter. Get ourselves some meals. Maybe we'll buy the cider and the ale. Ooh, bear leather, yes. We got clay brick. We want limestone brick. Yes, they have limestone brick. Excellent. You know what? I'm going to pass on the ice blocks this time, I think. We have plenty. We just bought a bunch. But we're not going to pass on that barley. We don't really have anything else down here. Okay. Let's go get ourselves some drinks. Cider. Ale. Thought I saw another one. Mead. We're okay for storage space. Let's get ourselves some herbs while we're here. Why not? And let's get ourselves that clay brick, just in case. We'll save ourselves some time having to turn our own clay into clay bricks, in case we need that for our towers. Okay, and I don't think we need to give them as much as we brought, but we do need to give more. More than I thought we'd have to. Alright, 1248. We're going to make a profit here, 292.04. Spending quite a bit, investing into some smoked fish. If we do have that left over for the winter, we're going to be trading that. A lot of meals to bring back. Probably going to eat some of that on the way, I suppose. Some bear leather, make some nice clothing out of that. Some construction materials. Good old reliable barley. A lot of different alcohol to drink. I guess we'll be celebrating in our Great Hall eventually, but probably won't need to drink all of that. That's just going to be available for people to drink on the daily. And some more building materials and herbs. Let's accept that and go back. And I guess summer is on its way. Wall's being constructed over here. Nice. Does that mean this wall got put in? No. Not quite. Let's go and put in soil here, though. Actually, I think I'm going to leave this empty here, in case we do have a ditch on the outside of our walls. Like this area. I'm going to leave this area dug out here. Same with when I build the wall here. I'm going to leave these pieces dug out. Why not have a little bit of an extra ditch? Keep us safe. Hot-blooded. Okay, I guess we'll hope you don't overheat in the summer. I guess during a heat wave, hot-blooded would be bad, but hot-blooded is great for the winter time. Okay, let's go and assign wall to be put through here as well. Now, we do want to keep, I guess, this is where we would stop it. And then we're going to have to put in the towers here. So this section. And then that is going to be, what is it, 7 that sticks out here? Five. Okay. And that'll connect over here. And we'll put in a portcullis here as well. Right. So this section is going to have a few more towers. I don't know if this is exactly in the middle here, but this door is lined up, I guess, with these windows. 116 and 117. Yeah, more or less. How are we looking on this side? This is, what's that, 25 and 8? Is that right? I guess it is 25 all the way from here to here. Even if you don't put them down, it does count it. How are we looking on this side then? 26? Pretty close. Alright, we'll have 3 ways in and out. Oh, right, we have a merchant that visited us. Okay, let's pause and send our broker. Oh, you're sleeping. Let's go barter before they leave. Totally forgot. I was so busy trading with our merchant caravan that we sent out. Alright, any trouble? Let's pause and see. Bandit camp. The looters. Now, I believe we were raided by the forest bandits recently. I don't think we're going to go send anyone out to the looters. But it is a thought. I believe the way it works is if you take out their bandit camp, then they don't raid you for a little while because they have to regroup their own forces. But I don't think we're in a great position to go out raiding someone. So it's just nice to know they're there. Do we want another ballista? No, I think we're going to pass on that. They did bring some expensive mechanical components and wooden ones. I'm glad we bought our own from someone else. It's easier when we go there. Flawless asshide winter clothes. Tempted. We'll see what else they have. Healing kits. You know what? We could use a few. Our people got injured recently. Even the simple ones we'll still buy. Let's get this fine hat. Flawless summer clothes, linen. You know what? That sounds better. Let's get that. Headscarf, wolf pelt. Sounds nice. Goat skin kerchief. Why not? Sturdy hood. We're going to pass. And tainted clothes. We're going to pass. You know what? Let's just get that flawless asshide winter clothing. How much do we need to spend? 260? This is what? The Kingdom of York? Are we friendly enough that we can sell weapons? Looks like we are. Do we have any flimsy or sturdy gear to sell? Probably. Let's go down the list. We can always sell some animals. But I feel like it'd be better to slaughter them and sell their meat instead. The smoked meat. We have a fire pit we can sell. Sturdy light helmet, why not? Knightly sword that's sturdy, let's sell that. Light helmet, sturdy, let's get rid of that. Gambeson, why not? More sturdy gear. Flimsy gear. Sturdy, sturdy. Sturdy, sturdy. Are we looking? We still gotta give them gear. So let's sell some more flimsy gear, sturdy gear. Well, we're close. You know, I'm gonna keep that battering ram. And with that mask, we are pretty much able to accept, and we're making a profit, 76.72. So let's accept that. We'll be getting rid of, I guess this is things the forest bandits left us after we defeated them. And we're getting some healing kits and simple healing kits. And just an assortment of clothing. Some flawless, some fine. Alright, accept that. Realignment towards the Kingdom of York. How are we doing with our factions? Church of the Third Coming, hostile. Ravagers, permanently hostile. Yeah, these factions are always going to be permanently hostile. But we're friendly with the Kingdom of York. Nice. And the Baird. The Beard. Alright. Fermenting mead has turned into mead. Great. Let's go harvest these bramble bushes that I see here. And we got some dubious booze now. Nice. This wall has been put in for the most part. Looks like they are leaving. Goodbye, merchant. Looks like we talked to them just in time before they left. That's great. And our own caravan has returned. How's all the digging going up here? Making progress. You know what? I guess with all of that dirt being mined out, let's go ahead and assign this to get filled in. And I think with that, we're going to call it a video. So let's pause. Let's roll everything up. Let's turn on those roofs and trees. Go into that screenshot mode and get rid of that user interface. All right, sweet. Welcome to Recap and Planning for part 37 of the Friendly Armin. Thanks for stopping by and supporting the channel. It's great having you here. What did we do today? We pretty much worked on expanding our outer wall. Worked on our corner towers, and we started putting in the walls connecting them, as well as pretty much where the portcullis and drawbridges are going to go. We got that layout in for what we're going to have is 3 entrances and exits. So one here, one across at the back, and then we decided to put our own in on this side here. I can't see it because the blueprints are pretty much here and not the actual structure yet, but gonna have pretty much across from these windows on the tower, it's gonna be a portcullis here, and then 2 other guard towers side by side of that. And we still have these corner towers. I just feel like it's a good idea to have a few different entryways into the compound, just so, you know, if my people are outside, for example, up here digging on this hill, or hunting a bear down, fishing, and, you know, they get attacked, there's no reason they need to go to one exit, especially if the enemy spawns closer to that entryway. Don't want to risk our people getting trapped outside. Besides that, we assigned some digging up here on the hill. Going to be collecting dirt from here, here, and here. This one's on its way done. So that's good. We got a lot of dirt we need to fill in here on these holes we dug out. I've been trying to collect limestone because we need a fair amount to build these walls. They're going to be too wide like this, but too tall as well. So we got quite a lot of resources we need. Ways to go for that. We also sent out 2 trade caravans. We got some building resources brought back from that, as well as food and some decorations. And we were visited by, I believe it was a lone merchant before, and another regular merchant caravan recently. That's nice. We got some trading done. We had a bear show up. We did a bear hunt today. We pretty much took care of all those raiders that attacked us. We burned their bodies, stripped them down for whatever gear they brought, traded that away. Good progress. We did some repair work. Ended up repairing this tower. Brought in that ballista that they left behind for us. So we end up positioning that right here, just in case someone breaks through this door. I guess we could shoot them in the face. But that's not really a strategy I usually employ. We'll probably just be hiding our people in like these towers or in the keep. Looking forward to taking down all these wooden structures once our perimeter's put in. Gonna have to find a new dumping ground for our corpses and such. I guess we'll probably put them in this corner just to keep them away from the farm that we're gonna have over here. Definitely looking forward to expanding the barn. We have a small area for all the animals we have. Look how clustered they are in there. Yeah, we'll have probably a separate area for every animal that we have along this wall here. Maybe not all the way to the front or all the way to the back. Maybe we'll leave a little bit of a gap here, but we'll definitely have a barn on this side here. So we have a good amount of space available. Probably do some sort of rectangle shape here. I don't know if we're going to do it actually right to the edge here. Probably a good idea to just leave a little gap here. We'll see. We'll see how much space we end up using. And then we'll be able to also build the temple in the future here. Maybe 2 temples side by side. Maybe we'll do a temple and a church. Or maybe we'll do one at the back, one at the front. We'll have plenty of space inside the courtyard, so we'll have some decisions to make on what kind of artistic freedoms we're going to use. Anyway, once again, I want to thank you for stopping by and supporting the channel, and I hope to see you next time for part 38 of the Friendly Arm In tribute build. Thanks, have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye.